What's up, everybody? Welcome back to L&B Outdoors. Today we're going to unhook from the cutter. We're going to hook to the New Holland 315 baler. We're going to see if we can't get it to bail, see if we can't get it to tie, see what all kind of problems we got. So y'all just stick around. We'll see you in a little bit. Kind of wanted to go over a few things that I had to do to this 315 baler. In the last video we went and got it, brought it back. So we started looking over things, and of course a lot of things had to be greased, chains, things of that nature. When you try to roll it around by hand, it'd get to a certain point and stop, and we'd have to check on that and rocking it back and forth. And eventually I finally figured out that the pickup was froze. It wouldn't want to move past a certain section of the chain. And with that being said, it was a rather fun experiment project, and I'm gonna get y'all turned around, so just stay with me here a minute. And what I mean by fun is this pickup wasn't wanting to turn. So what I had to do was go in here, and this band, well, pretty much I took off 3/4 of these bands. There's 2 bolts up here, 2 bolts underneath down here. There's a bolt here and down there for this outer one. And all these have 4. Took them bands off. There is, inside here is a cam track. And what it is there's roller bearings that ties to these bars that hold your teeth. And the bearings was not seized, but the bar that runs all the way across that holds these on, they have a bearing holder here and a bearing holder here on this particular model. And there's 6 of these, and each one of them was froze up, and it would not allow it to rotate. So I had to take loose the rollers behind here, and I had to take the rollers out. I had to heat up the bearing here and spray it down real good, and the bearing here, and work that bar back and forth until I got some mobility in it. until it would move like it's supposed to. And I had to do that to all 6 of them. And what it is this cam track follower is kind of oblong. So whenever them rollers get up to a certain point, if you can see right here, I know it's dark, but when it gets to this point, the bar following that track, it kind of folds these back so they don't slap the frame right here. And they kind of suck in, and then when they come back around, they poke back out to pick up the hay to come around again. That was the biggest obstacle I had. The next obstacle is, it's hard to see. Let's see if I can get y'all up in here. But there is a sprocket that runs off a jack shaft right up there that drives this pickup. And of course there's the sprocket on the pickup and the chain, and then there's a shaft with a sprocket up top back there. That sprocket has gotten wore down. The teeth have gotten wore down so bad that I know this is supposed to be a high capacity baler, but when you go and put a big windrow in it, it wants to slip. So I've got that chain tightened up with the tensioner as tight as I can get it for now, just so I can do some test belling with it for the rest of this season. This winter, this whole pickup head's coming off, where I can replace that sprocket, look at this bearing on this side, possibly even do some painting and getting these bands all back yeller. So with that was part of it. And if we come around to the back, you know, in that first video, we had this bar here and the pickup teeth down there. It had crashed a bar that rides right in here. Went ahead and took that bar on out, got all this back in time, put our teeth back on. So this winter I've got some work to do to try to get some repairs done so to be ready to go full force next season. But overall, I am very happy with this New Holland 315, and it's just overall performance. The bales, the compaction of the bales, the tying process, it's just night and day difference between this 315 New Holland and the Massey Ferguson 10 baler that I have. It's just night and day difference. Just very stoked, very pleased. Can't wait to get everything working right, where next year it'll just be hook up, go. I can buy a bigger rake, bigger V rake, make just super big windrows, get it all picked up quicker. But here in a little bit, I've got one. I have baled, let me back up. I have baled about 80 bales thus far with this machine at its current condition. This has been sitting for over 10 years, and I got it back a-going. I'm very proud of it. And I got out there last couple days ago, and I got up right at 80 bales with it. And I've got one more windrow out in the field. I had to wait for the sun to come back out and let it start drying. And I went out there a little while ago and rolled that windrow over so the bottom can dry. Should be pretty much dry by now. I'm gonna go out here and I'm gonna bale it, try to get that knocked out, and I'll try to get some video for you of this machine punching some of that through. I've got some video, but I'm gonna get some more. But I appreciate y'all just hanging with me, and yeah, y'all like this, man, like and subscribe. We're just gonna keep plugging away. But y'all stay tuned and all.